My name is Stevens Plowman. I'm president of Baird Business Capital and Consulting. We purchased the Platinum package and went through the CCTG training program back in March of 2015, 3 years ago. Prior to that, I've got literally just about 40 years in community banking. The last 25 years before 2015, I was president of a small community bank. Baird Business Capital today is a fairly broad-ranged financial provider. Well, when I got started back in 2015, I just really wasn't sure how to start the overall business. Finding the lenders, putting together teams of loan originators, I really felt like I was swinging in the dark. And the Platinum package and really CCTG really helped me get started down that path. I've been in the business, this business for 3 years. During that time, we've originated over and closed over some 50 different loans. It's been a broad range with majority of the work in SBA loans, then equipment, and then probably working capital type credits. We're doing about 3 loans a month right now, and somewhere between 10 and 15% of our business is repeat customers from the first 2 years. So that's really nice. At the end of the first year, I had 2 independent loan officers on board. At the end of the second year, I had 5. And right now I'm operating with 8 independent commercial loan officers, and would like to ramp that up to about 20. There's 2 deals I'd like to talk about. One of them was a $7 million factoring facility. The company was a logistics in the transportation industry. The lender was Wells Fargo. Under a situation like that, the borrower actually paid us our compensation for that. The transaction itself probably took some 6 months to actually put together. At the same time, too, we probably only had about 20 hours in the transaction over that 6-month period. So it took a long time, but it was a very profitable type transaction. The next one I'd like to talk a little bit about is a printing company. And this is a customer that 3 years ago, we did a $35,000 piece of equipment financing for him. The second year he came back and had to buy the exact same piece of equipment, another $35,000. So the first year to do that transaction for that piece of equipment, I probably had 10 to 15 hours in that transaction. The second year, because it was the exact same piece of equipment, I probably only really had about 3 hours to get that loan completed and closed. And then this year he came back again and needed a $50,000 for working capital. That paid a commission of 5% on $50,000, and I probably only had 30 minutes in the transaction. So that was pretty profitable, but again, that took 3 years to get there where we were able to close that so quickly. The answer is yes, and the training was very good. I had to reestablish an entire network for referral business, in addition to which the establishment of a network for lenders. And I really wasn't prepared for that. So the CCTG training on both the marketing side and how to work with the different lenders was really critical to get my business up and going. It's been 3 years since then, and I still consistently go back and ask Chris for some advice on different credits to work with different lenders. Because each deal can be very, very unique, and each of the lenders now have certain specific types of credit they only want to work with. Finding the right lender for the deal is critical. And CCTG has been very helpful in responding very quick to give me some advice and direction. The marketing material and their ideas have clearly worked. The website, the actual marketing material provided at the training course, and all the ideas have been very good. Within our business and our company, we really focus on direct networking. As such, the people are supposed to meet with 3 leads face-to-face each week. The ideas of what to talk about in those meetings all came from CCTG. Their advice on email blasts, which we do twice a month. We've now got about 2,000 people that get these blasts. Has been extremely helpful. The logo putting together, building the website have all been very, very helpful to get us started. I think to be successful in this business, you need to enjoy working with people and helping them through their financial goals. And so if you don't have that personality, it's going to be really challenging. Then after that, you need 3 specific skills. You need to be able to underwrite credits. You need to be able to develop a network to refer business to you, and you need to electronically manage documents. And CCTG will teach you all 3 of these issues. And that's where they're so important. In my own experience, really, I was pretty experienced in underwriting credit, but developing a whole new referral network and managing of electronic documents were really skills that I hadn't developed over the years. And so the CCTG program to help me do that was extremely important. The support for the lenders after training is what's critical. And you have to have the vetted lenders. And CCG starts off with 30 to 40 different lenders that they've vetted. And really that was probably the biggest shock for me coming out of the commercial banking world into the alternative lending world. In a lot of ways, it's the wild, wild west out there working with these different lenders. And, an awful lot of them are very ethical and want to do the right thing. But I got to tell you, there's some other lenders out there that maybe aren't quite as ethical and really can't complete what they say they can do. So having those lenders from CCTG is really critical to run a sustained business. CCTG continues to work with you after you've left the course with new vetted lenders. And it's critical, and you won't be successful unless you have a good group of lenders to work with. Even with my 40 years of banking experience, getting started in the independent lending area, it was really like starting over in a lot of ways. And I really felt like I was swinging in the dark until I went through the CCTG program, helping me actually set up the business, provide the vetted lenders, was just critical, and I really wouldn't have been successful to the degree we are now without that training.